Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to share with you guys my 5 tips for getting back on your daily routine after a weekend of being completely off your routine. So first, my experience. This last weekend I went to Houston, Texas. It was also my birthday, so I celebrated my birthday more times than I can count because I was with different groups of people, different friends, different family, and there's also a big event that I was there for, the Summer Shredding Classic, which was absolutely amazing. I had the honor of head judging that event and it was absolutely incredible. Really great weekend, a great time with friends, completely off my routine, off track, and I have zero guilt about it. It was just absolutely amazing to be able to live in the moment. But with that said, there was definitely a lot of donuts, French toast, lots of sushi, birthday cake, a little bit of ice cream, just a lot of stuff that I don't normally have. So how does that affect my body? I definitely came back from the weekend off my flight feeling bloated. My hands and my feet were swollen from the flight and from too much sodium and all the extra carbs. But I didn't feel bad about it because I've done this multiple times where, I have my daily normal routine, I go off track a little bit. And I will say, normally if I'm on a weekend trip, I allow myself a little bit of freedom and moderation, but I don't do what I did this past weekend. This past weekend, it was like, okay, with breakfast, we're gonna enjoy ourselves. And then we went to another event and it was like my birthday and they're celebrating. So of course I'm gonna have some donuts, and then another event and they have a dinner for me and cake, and then another, it was everything all at once. So this was definitely like a needle in a haystack trip for me, and normally don't go that off track. So I think it's a really good example for you guys to show you what to do to come back from a weekend that was like super off track, because that's my current state. So yesterday I got off the flight feeling super bloated and lethargic and just tired, and I knew that in that moment what I needed was my first tip, which is drink a ton of water and just rest. So yesterday I focused on my water and my rest and did really well with that. So yeah, number 1, drink a gallon of water as soon as you possibly can. If you need help with drinking water, I personally use First Form BCAAs. I love all the flavors: blue raspberry, green apple, lemonade. Those are probably my favorite flavors. And I just put that in a shaker cup, or I'll put it in a gallon jug of water and just sip on that all day long. So drink water as soon as you possibly can. It's just gonna help flush out all the extra sodium and extra bloating or water retention that you have from your flight if you happen to also fly. The second tip that I have for you guys is to plan out your workouts for the week. So immediately plan out, okay, when am I doing my workout? When am I doing my cardio? Am I having a workout partner join me? If you can have someone join you, that's better. It's always more motivating when you have someone working with you. And then kind of going along with that is my third tip, which is to try out a group fitness class. I love doing a group fitness class after a weekend off because it's really motivating to be around a lot of other people that are also working really hard. And if you can do a cardio-based class, it kind of gets you an extra kick of cardio, an extra just fun session in that maybe you wouldn't do on your own. For me, I really enjoy doing cycling, so I go to a cycling studio here in Santa Monica and absolutely love doing that. I do it as a part of my daily routine anyways, so for me that's getting back to my daily routine. But if you don't personally do that, and just try it out after a weekend off and see how you feel. Other ones I could recommend are F45. It's a really good cardio-based group fitness class. I know Orange Theory is really good, but I've never personally done it myself. Barry's Boot Camp, I've heard a lot of really great things about that, so try a different group fitness class. The fourth tip that I have for you guys, which maybe should have been number 2, anyways, it's really important, is to plan out your meals for the next day or two. So yesterday I focused on rest and recovery. I got a good salad in, I felt great. But today I made sure to plan out my meals for the whole day. I wanted to make sure that I got proper nutrition in, that I got a lot of really rich micronutrients in, and that I fed my body properly. So along with this tip is make sure that you do not restrict. So it'd be very easy for me to say, okay, I had French toast, I had donuts, I had sushi, all in the same day, by the way. I should, do low carb or no carb just to make up for that. And honestly, that just becomes a cycle where you end up restricting more, and then by you restricting, it makes you want more food, and it's not a sustainable way of living. I found a really sustainable way of living and such an enjoyable way of living by simply finding out what is my way of living. I eat these foods, I nourish my body, and I treat myself this way because it makes me feel good from the inside out. So when I'm planning out my meals, I'm not focused on let's do low carb and try and lose a little bit of body fat. Not at all. I'm focused on what fuels my body for the gym, what makes me feel great, perform great, what lets me have really good mental focus, healthy fats. Plan my meals around that kind of mentality. So make sure to plan out your meals to make sure that you feel great, you're performing well in the gym, and you have energy for your entire work day and your workout. My 5th tip that I have for you guys is to keep a healthy mindset throughout all of this. So if you really did enjoy your weekend, then just enjoy that and be proud that you were allowed to go off track, that you allowed yourself the freedom to just live your life. Sometimes, girl, you just need to live your life, or boy. After that, you just need to focus on getting back to your way of life. And if you don't have a sustainable way of living, if you're one of those people that's always dieting and then saying, YOLO, let me live my life, and you go way off board, that's not really a sustainable way of living. You gotta find more of a medium ground. Like I said at the beginning of this video, normally when I have a weekend trip or a weekend away, I enjoy myself, but with pretty good moderation, meaning most of my meals throughout the day are still gonna be just the way that I eat, the way that I live my life. And then maybe I'll have French toast at breakfast. Or if I didn't, maybe I would have a bunch of sushi for dinner. I normally just don't do all of that in one day. And like I said, there are those occasions, so I'm glad that I had that experience to share that with you guys, because it does happen here and there. But what you want to aim for is like 90% of your life is just living it in a way that makes you feel good, perform good, and just feel good about yourself overall. A little insight to my way of life and way of living. I've tried different things. I've tried low carb, I've tried more of a keto-based diet. I've never really gone keto, but I kind of tried higher fats. I've tried all these different things, and it's funny because the way that I find works best for me is a way of moderation with everything. So I love my protein, I love my carbs, I love my fats, and I love to have all of them in moderation. Same thing with my workouts. I've done the extremes of, just strictly bodybuilder style lifting, and I do kind of love that, but as a sustainable way of living, I've found I don't love it as my way of life, as my way of living. So a look into my exercise routine. I currently do cycling twice a week. I don't think I could do cycling more than twice a week. I mean, physically I could. I'm Emily. I can do anything that I set my mind to, but it's not the sustainable way that I like to live my life. I like to have it sprinkled in. So I do 2 days a week of cycling, 4 days a week of lifting. Normally 2 of those 4 days are bodybuilder style lifting, and then the other 2 are more so circuit style lifting. I would also really like to include boxing into my routine. Not really the cardio boxing classes, but I would like to have one-on-one trainer teach me the skill of boxing. I think that'd be a lot of fun. So that's kind of on my treat yourself list when I'm able to do that. So that's gonna be it. I hope that these 5 tips help you next time you feel like you've gone off track. If it did help you, please comment down below what helped you the most, and maybe if you have your own tips to help other people. Let's all share the love, share the wealth here, you guys. Also give the video a thumbs up if you don't mind, that would really help me out. And again, I hope that you're able to take these tips and to really find your way of living. Find the way of life that makes you feel healthy, happy, and fit. I love you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching and subscribing. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you so much. Bye. Mwah.